Hi there, and welcome to the new CM interview. I know that a lot of people have been incredibly excited and looking forward to who is going to be our new CM, or in this case, CMs. Surprise, we have three of them. And this is just a short and simple video of us doing a little interview with each one of our new CMs of FK Gaming. So we'll go ahead and introduce our new staff members. The first one up is One Man Panda. Welcome to the interview.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you.
And our next CM is Rabbit. And welcome to the interview, Rabbit.
It's nice to be here. Hi. Very happy to be here.
Oh, it's good to have you. Um, and our last but definitely not least, our new CM, Psycho. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Rhea. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. Um, and now we have all of our new CMs here. Let's get on to the questions. Our first question today is how long have you been a part of the community or a part of FK Gaming? Panda?
Uh, I've joined late 2016, so soon 4 years. It's been a while.
Oof. That is quite a long time. Rabbit, same question. How long have you been a part of FK Gaming?
Close to around 3 years now, I think. I did join around September 2017. I remember I tried joining before that, like in December 2016, but that's a longer story and not interesting at all.
Sorry, a little bit of a false start there. But we're glad to have you. And Psycho, same to you. How long have you been a part of this community?
It's been 3 years, 8 months, and 24 days.
Oh wow, very specific there. Wow, that's quite a while.
Yeah.
And the next question we have here is, what prior experience do you have, both inside and outside of the community?
I mean,
Panda?
for me, it was mostly. I mean, most people know that I've been trainer for a few things in the past. In the community, outside the community, I've done some good old school World of Warcraft raiding. I've done some community leading for other things, so it's not my first rodeo, but yeah, good mix of things.
Oh, that's good. And same question to you, Rabbit. What prior experience do you have, both inside and outside of the community?
Oh boy. Well, back in my day. Oh well, wow. That makes me sound like an old man, but yeah. Back when I used
Wait,
to
you're
be,
not?
getting there slowly. But yeah, back when I was a teen, I used to help admin Halo Combat Evolved community. Didn't do much, but ban cheaters and help new people join the clan. Later on, I moved on to WoW as well. Uh, those were the days, I guess. But I grew out of both of those games, and haven't touched them ever since. Been a mod in FK for a while, if that's something, I guess.
That definitely is something.
And at work, I mentor two young adults on the IT job, so that helps a little bit too.
Yeah, definitely good to have that ITC experience behind you, and I'm sure the techs will love to have another sounding board on the staff team. So on
Possibly.
to Psycho. What prior experience do you have, both inside and outside of the community?
Oof, it's a long one. For quite some time, I've played EVE Online, MechWarrior Online. Well, since I joined FK, I kind of been a trainer for armor mostly, and recently I've been a medical trainer, and yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And yeah, that's another thing to talk about there. You did recently just get put on the medical training team to help out there when we had quite a large amount of people that needed a lot of help with our new ACE medical update. So awesome to have your experience on the team. So on to the next question we have here, which I just because I made the question, I'm most excited. But I think this is one of the most fun ones. What are you most excited for as a new community manager?
I think that was one of the harder questions to answer in a way. Not because there's nothing that is enjoyable about the job, but because like I think all three of us mostly taking it because like somewhat of a sense of duty in a way. But I think just working in the process instead of just witnessing the process and sitting by, like a lot of us have been active in the past, so being able to like more actively help out and like take a load off of other people is going to be very interesting and fun to do.
And I know from myself as being a part of the staff that I've been a part of the think tank before, and your insights in the think tank in the past have been greatly appreciated by both members and staff. It'll be great to see you in more of a position to put some of your insights into action here, Panda. Very excited to have you on the team. So, same question onto Rabbit. What are you most excited for as a new community?
Well, my motivations are more or less the same as Panda's. I joined the community, or I'm joining the CM team to help out more, and to like lessen the load on them. But I can't say I'm like really excited about anything specific. I know some of the background as the moderator already, and I get to sit on the CM meetings anyway, and sometimes even my opinion gets asked because I pretty much try to join the CM meetings every time. But I'd say I'm most curious about like what goes on in the CM only channels. I wanna get that good grease from there.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, having that mod experience behind you is got to be a little bit of a step up from your cohorts here. You kind of already know the process, whereas as they're coming into it with maybe some sort of idea, but they haven't seen it in action yet. So I hope you'll be offering your help. to
Yeah,
your-
definitely.
All right. On to Psycho. What are you most excited for as a new community?
If that counts as a form of excitement. Uh, so yeah, CM stuff is mostly hidden from public eye of the community in general, and right now I'm mostly excited to know what's going on behind the scenes and to help out with the stuff that's going on there.
Awesome. And I think that's it for that question. So we're moving on to the next little group of questions we have. What is your favorite thing about FK Gaming? So Panda, you want to take us?
I've gone on the record that multiple times saying that FK is a dumpster fire, but by God, it's our dumpster fire. And I think that is the best and the worst part about FK simultaneously, that it's always chaos. I never know what's gonna happen the next morning. Like I come into TeamSpeak after I wake up and somebody's like, "Oh, this happened." I'm like, What are you talking about?" And it's like this huge deal that I never saw coming in a million years. And it's just like sometimes for the bad, sometimes for the best. And I think that's, you can't beat it. Like no matter if it's bad or worse, it's gotta love
controlled
it.
chaos.
Yeah.
Controlled
It's
chaos and
like watching
for
the world's most beautiful train wreck.
there you go. On to Rabbit. What is your favorite thing about FK Gaming?
I don't know why, but I feel like my answers are kind of aligned with Panda's a lot for some reason, and it's surprising. Not in a bad way, of course. But I would start with the I've always considered FK to be a ragtag crew of misfits, each trying to find a place where to relax, chill, make friends, or even rivals. You know, like I feel as even though I personally had tensions with some people, there's almost always been a measure of respect still between like me and the person in question. And it's not always the case, but I'm happy to think that like as an online community, the majority of us are mature enough to treat each other respectfully, and this like very heavily includes the younger members, which surprised me the most.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some of our youngest members are some of the most mature and prolific members that you would never think of being that way. So on to Psycho. what's your favorite thing about FK Gaming?
For me, it probably will be people. I really enjoy being around here. It's everybody here is very friendly, and well, sometimes not really friendly, but mostly. Uh, yeah, I like to hang out here, and yeah.
Definitely, we have a large mix of very different people from all over the place. So, so our next question we have on the docket here: what drew you to FK? What was the main thing that made you want to sign up? Panda?
I think there's a legendary story of how back in the day Saber and myself ended up here. But I think what made us stay is the more important part to that question, and that is we were doing something similar already on Exile servers with like a small group of 10 people, but doing that not with 10 or 12 or 15 people, but with like 30, 40, 50 people was just Arma is not made for it in certain ways, but it's still worth it. Like the times when it works just right, there's nothing that beats it. It's magnificent, and yeah, just the scale of things as it's done here. It's done every single day. You can just dip in and out whenever you want to. There's no obligation. Yeah, that's really what drew me in further, I guess.
I say, and to backboard off of your thing there is that when it works out great, then it's wonderful. But
Yeah.
the times when it doesn't work out are also equally as wonderful in their own little messed up ways.
Yeah, as I said,
that's where
like
the memories come from.
beautiful
You know?
train wrecks. Beautiful train wrecks.
Absolutely. Rabbit, on to you. What drew you to FK to begin with? What made
Oh
you want to
God.
sign up?
In before someone goes fanboy. So I'm just gonna stick with a YouTube video here, a stream there. Initially, I joined for the good meme, but I definitely stayed for like the organized way of running the missions and how the community works. I was initially like fully infatuated by something that was like how is something like this even possible in an online community?
The
I know,
organization of it
yeah,
all.
I know
Mhm.
some will like scoff and laugh at this and be like, "Oh, there are more milsim specific communities," but that's not what I really mean. Like, even though we meme around and joke from time to time, we still get things done. Like, what I mean is, if stuff do go down, like most people put on their big boy pants and get serious. And I've never seen this sort of equilibrium between like good memes and the serious attitude anywhere before, and I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, there is something to be said about 50 people all deciding at the same time that we're going to get this done and work together as a team to do so. But yeah, really good point there. So on to Psycho, what drew you to FK?
I stumbled across FK randomly on Twitch. Katla was streaming his Zeus mission, and I kind of thought, this game mode is fun. I probably should sign up. And I asked for server. He gave me, and I'm here ever since.
Nice. It's one of those things that streamers and FK go hand in hand, and I keep saying it over and over again that as soon as somebody sees us play, that they're either into it or they're not at all. It's either you're gonna be in FK once you see it, or you're just like, nah, not for me. It's all or nothing. All right. So on to our next question is a little bit more of a general question, but thing is, FK is no longer just an Arma 3 community. We are now a full-on gaming community. What is your favorite game? And I am going to preface this saying that you cannot say Arma 3. Panda.
I've been bamboozled. No, I have not. It's one of those questions where you could ask me 2 or 3 times across the week, and I would probably give you 2 or 3 answers. At the moment, it's definitely Crusader Kings 2. I fell back into that hole, and yeah. at the moment I'm deep into that. But yeah, like I've had phases before for Squad, for similar games like that. Some Insurgency Sandstorm every now and then. But yeah, right now, if forced to say something, Crusader Kings do.
Awesome. And yeah, like one of the greatest things I've found about FK is, especially now that we have pushed for more of a gaming community, is that you can always find someone playing or willing to play any game there is out there, as long as it's on PC. Like somebody's gonna have it too and want to play. So it's really awesome. Rabbit, same question. What's your favorite game?
Well, I'm gonna go against your specific words, and I'm gonna say like right now, I just go through my games list and just look and look and look, but there's nothing really to play. So right now it's definitely Arma, if there's helicopters involved. Like I'm a maniac for those helicopters. But if you were to ask a favorite game of all time, then I'd go with Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, and the Frozen Throne. I still play them every now and again, and they're like hands down the best RTS and story I've ever experienced. But don't ever mention the remake, please. Blizzard is dumb. No, it's
I'm
not
surprised that you didn't say Elite Dangerous. Come on.
that bad.
It's not even on your list?
Elite is on my list, and I love the game, but it sometimes it just, I become tired of it, I stay away from it, but I always get back to it. But it is not my favorite, I have to admit.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough.
Close.
And on to Psycho. What's your favorite game right now?
There is no such thing as favorite game for me. I have just list of the games that have special place in my heart, and it's in no particular order: MechWarrior 3, Half-Life Alyx, and Sayano Uta.
Good, solid choices there.
Indeed.
So on to our very last question. I think I've taken quite enough of your time already, but on to our last one. And this one is very important, but also not. If you could change anything in FK as a community manager right this second, what would it be?
Remove the pink. Jesus Christ, the pink.
Pink.
So much
Ah.
pink. So much pink. It's been haunting me since the day I joined. It's like, why is everything hot pink? Everything is hot pink. Don't get me wrong, hot pink is a great color, but Jesus Christ, the hot pink.
It's so funny. I think when I went back and PR team was actually looking at rebranding, we actually did visit the hot pink thing, and I was like, why did we end up with hot pink to begin with? And apparently it was just a meme. Somebody thought
Yep.
that it was the funniest thing they could do, is that this big group of guys, there were no women in that group at all at that time, they're going to pick the most feminine color there is. And I see that Delta has decided that you deserve a hot pink name tag now, so enjoy that.
Thanks.
And on to Rabbit. If you could change anything in FK as a CM right this moment, what would it be?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna go a bit away from your question for a second. I love hot pink. The hot pink is perfect. It looks pretty, it's sexy, it's nice.
Seems like we have our first dispute for the first meeting.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
But it's a difficult question. Like, I wouldn't change anything. I think the community is fine as it is, and a place like this, it can never fully cater to like every single person's needs. And there's always gonna be mishaps, toes stepped on, people having at each other, and that's why we as the staff are here to mediate and coordinate. It's never gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna, like, me personally, and I think the entire staff team is gonna do their damnedest to get as close to perfect as possible.
I think that's a very important thing that you touched on there, was that staff is always here to mediate and take it. Like, so many people forget that if there is a problem that you have in the community with another person, which there is going to be, there are so many people in this community, so many different backgrounds, so many different likes, dislikes, communication. like it's going to happen, but having that level-headed mediator there, that is what the staff team is for, and I just feel like it doesn't get used enough for its intended purpose. But great on you for touching on that. Thank you so much. And on to Psycho. If you could change anything in FK Gaming as a community manager right now, what would it be?
First of all, I have to agree with Rabbit that hot pink is a pretty good color, especially with the black. So
No.
on the
I will
Outfit.
fight you.
To change something, maybe, well, maybe some approach to some gear that we have restricted, but it's
Specifically for Arma 3.
specifically for Arma 3, yes. But I would not like to discuss it like right now. So
You're gonna hold that one close to your chest
Yes.
for a little while. We'll hear about that in the next meeting report, right?
possibly yes.
Probably not.
I just want to say thank you all so much for your time today, and congratulations for getting the bright pink tag, which is the CM tag, and we're happy to have you on the team, and we really look forward to seeing you guys in the future. To close out, just want to thank the PR team in general for putting this all together. Definitely Delta Bacon has produced this whole thing. It wouldn't be possible without him. And then definitely the CM team currently that has to come in and train these guys. They have been great so far, and we're happy to see their team grow and to see FK grow as a whole. So, with that being said, I think that's it.